While you can't control your experiences, you can control your explanations. Authentic happiness derives from raising the bar for yourself, not rating yourself against others. Curing the negatives does not produce the positives. Pessimistic labels lead to passivity, whereas optimistic ones lead to attempts to change. The genius of evolution lies in the dynamic tension between optimism and pessimism continually correcting each other. Pessimistic prophecies are self-fulfilling. Alcoholics are, in truth, failures, and their failure is a simple failure of will. They have made bad choices, and they continue to do so every day. By calling them victims of a disease, we magically shift the burden of the problem from choice and personal control, where it belongs, to an impersonal force, disease. Above all, during the interval, change from ego orientation to task orientation. Think, I know this seems like a personal insult, but it is not. It is a challenge to be overcome that calls on skills I have. The skills of becoming happy turn out to be almost entirely different from the skills of not being sad, not being anxious, or not being angry. Success requires persistence, the ability to not give up in the face of failure. I believe that optimistic explanatory style is the key to persistence. I used to think that the topic of positive psychology was happiness, that the gold standard for measuring happiness was life satisfaction, and that the goal of positive psychology was to increase life satisfaction. I now think that the topic of positive psychology is well-being, that the gold standard for measuring well-being is flourishing, and that the goal of positive psychology is to increase flourishing. This theory, which I call well-being theory, is very different from authentic happiness theory, and the difference requires explanation. The optimist believes that bad events have specific causes, while good events will enhance everything he does. The pessimist believes that bad events have universal causes and that good events are caused by specific factors. When it turns out, however, that how much life satisfaction people report is itself determined by how good we feel at the very moment we are asked the question. Averaged over many people. The mood you are in determines more than 70% of how much life satisfaction you report, and how well you judge your life to be going at that moment determines less than 30%. Anger, unlike fear or sadness, is a moral emotion. It is righteous. It aims not only to end the current trespass but to repair any damage done. It also aims to prevent further trespass by disarming, imprisoning, emasculating, or killing the trespasser. Depression is now 10 times as prevalent as it was in 1960, and it strikes at a much younger age. The mean age of a person's first episode of depression 40 years ago was 29.5, while today it is 14.5 years. This is a paradox, since every objective indicator of well-being, purchasing power, amount of education, availability of music, and nutrition, has been going north, while every indicator of subjective well-being has been going south. How is this epidemic to be explained? Depression, I have argued, stems partly from an overcommitment to the self and an undercommitment to the common good. This,